like to call to order the Cottrellville Township Board meeting for Wednesday, April 13th, 2022. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Again, a moment of silence for our war going on in Europe. Okay. First thing we're going to start with is roll call, please.
Carl?
Here.
Tom?
Here.
Mary Agnes?
Here.
Sherry? Here. Bev is excused.
Okay, the agenda approval. We have a two-pager, and then we had a few more added on the third page. These just came in this week. For under new business F, number 7, will be a resolution for publication of a notice of intent to issue bonds for a sewer system. That gentleman is not here yet, is he? Okay. Number 8 is request for acceptance and approval of proposed engineering costs through the construction phase of the above work in the amount of $106,225. There's also number 9, information from Assessor Barb Schutt regarding an L4029 form in tax dollars. And the last item is the bids for gravel are going to go out again. County sent me a letter, which I've attached, telling you that the stone suppliers were just informed that they're going to charge the county for fuel surcharge. So they're going to start all over again. We've signed all our paperwork and accepted it, but now they are going to knock it up again. So we're going to have to look at it when it comes in. We're also going to delete items number 3 and 4 on the agenda that have to do with Deputy Treasurer Nicole Hart. She's still not happy with the paperwork that I gave her. She is asking that it be looked at again in a closed session meeting, which we're going to do that. Just won't be tonight. Okay. I need a motion to approve the existing agenda with all the new business and the deletions. Do I have a motion to produce that? Okay, motion by Carl. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Sherry. All in favor signify by aye. By roll call vote, please.
Tom?
Yes.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
Sherry? Yes.
Deb is absent, excused. Motion carried. All right, let's get rolling here on the consent agenda. There's minutes from a public hearing and a special meeting for the township budget for March 31st of 2023. That was held on March 9th. There was also a regular meeting on March 9th. There was also a special meeting on March 21st. That was for Nicole Hart, again, the deputy treasurer. And the last one was a special meeting on March 24th. That was regarding weather sirens, a bike route, and 2022 work orders that we're just now going to have to regroup. So, also on the treasurer's reports, we've got the reconciliation of tax account 3905 as of February 28th, reconciliation of the general checking number 567 as of February 28th, the cash summary report by account general fund by February 28th, and the Cottrellville Township investment reports as of March 28th. In the clerk's reports, we have a revenue and expenditure report beginning March 1st and ending March 31st. It's 22 pages long. We also have the approval of paychecks, payroll dates from March 1st to March 31st, the gross amount being $35,282.02. And these are paycheck numbers 3054 to 3097. Number 3C is accounts approval of accounts payable. We have $752.89 in the opens from March 1st to March 31st. We have $419,203.70 in the already paid. That was 36 checks, being check number 21-146 through 21-182. We also have $21,600.60 for that's a bank tax account. There were 3 disbursements from. And then the grand total of the payables and the disbursements was $440,802.30. In correspondence, we have the Marine City Fire Authority runs for March, We have the Ira Township Fire Authority runs, or Fire Department runs for March of 2022. I think that's all we got in the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as described?
No motion.
Okay, Carl has made the motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Do we have a second? All in favor signify by aye, please.
Aye.
Roll call vote. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
Sherry? Yes. And Bev is excused.
Motion carried. The next item is open session. Anyone that wants to address the board regarding anything on the agenda this evening may do so at this time. There's also going to be a public comments at the end of it if it's something that's not listed here that you just want to bring up to ask about. Is there anyone that wants to go to the podium and state their name and address and... No? It's 7:38. All right, we'll go on to unfinished business. We have none. Okay, the next one is new business. We're going to request approval for submission of Part 1, financial information directed to the Michigan Finance Authority for CWSRF project number 5749-01. I think we're going to wait till Mr. Tom Collis comes. He's from Miller Canfield. He wanted to address us on this, and he wanted us to have that resolution 2215 approved, but I want to make sure that that he explains everything, and that everyone here is on board with it. So we're going to skip number 1 and go to number 2. Request approval of turning the rest of the paperwork concerning 7503 River Road so that the township attorney can authorize the township board to request bids for demolition of said structure. We have a motion to do so?
I'll motion. That's going, the cost will be rolled onto the tax.
Right,
Yeah, okay.
right. If he doesn't come up with it by the end of the year, it would go on the, if he would get it cleaned up before July 1st, then it would go on that tax, but it'll probably be on the December. We have a second?
What has the owner said? That
Nothing. He's gone to his attorney, and so I can't talk to him anymore. And
our inspector said that the house is never going to be
he
able to be
said,
fixed.
start rolling, so
Okay.
I just want your permission to spend the money to start rolling. Evidently, someone else has contacted her, another attorney that represents one of the neighbors, I think. But,
Okay, just like I say, as long as Mr. Clausen's on board and the house needs to go, it's an eyesore, that's for sure. I think the basement's not structurally sound either anymore.
not anymore, it isn't, no.
So, okay,
Are you seconding that with that question?
sure.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
Sherry? Yes. Bev is excused.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. The next item is 3 and 4. We're going to skip that. We're going to go to number 5. Request for approval of Leo's Pest Control Service for the general Township Hall and Township Garage Pest Management in the amount of $475. A request for approval of the Leo's Pest Control Service for general Township park play areas and the 2 pavilions. That pest management is going to cost us $325 a year for this year. Do we have a motion to approve both of those items, please? They have gone up a little bit from last time. One went up $25. I think the other one went up $35. But he's been pretty steady for a number of years now, so.
He does a good job for us, does he?
Yes, he does. Anytime there's a problem, he's right back here to help us.
I'll make a motion to approve the request for approval of Leo's Pest Control.
I'll second. All in favor signify by aye by roll call vote, please.
Carl?
Yes.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Sherry? Yes. Bev absent.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. Next item is receipt of certificate of petitions for water special assessments for Lausanne Road from parcel number 7417-021-2008-5, which is 500, which is also 6242 Lausanne. On the north side and on the south side, the parcel is 7417-021-3001-000, also known as 6241 Lausanne, and that heads right up to Marsh Road. And we are also looking at Shortcut Road from Starville Road to McKinley, on Shortcut Road from McKinley Road to parcels 7417009300 on the north side and 7417016300 on the south side. And McKinley Road from Shortcut Road to Markle Road. This information is described in a letter from Assessor Barbara Schutt advising the board that the calculations were performed by her as assessing officer. A total of the parcels within the description were determined that the total percentage of acreage that did want to determine what the cost would be for the public water was 58.37%. 58.37% of the area, which is above the 50% required. A resolution number SAR, Special Assessment Resolution number 2022-14 proposes that the next step in this process should be to obtain an official estimate of costs for this project and to start the public hearing and resolution process. Any money spent on this project shall be documented to be part of the total cost moving forward.
I have
Well, I did have.
It's not this far, is it?
No, that's McCoy's. There was a motion laying here. Did you get a motion? Here, here's one right here. I'll take this. All right. I propose to move to formally receive and file the certificate of petitions by Assessor Barb Schutt that she has verified total signatures in the amount of 58.37%. So the sufficiency requirement has been met. The request of public water through special assessment shall be brought before the Township Board by resolution, directing the supervisor to prepare the plans and cost estimates for the project through the township engineer for the next step. The special assessment resolution shall be called the SAR 2022-16 and shall be authorized at the next regular board meeting on May 11th. So that's a correction on the agenda. It should be 16, not 14. Do I have a second for that motion?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Tom?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
Mary Agnes?
Yes,
Sherry? Yes.
motion carried. Thank you. Bet you guys are happy, huh? Well, we're going now. All right. Let's go to number 7 on the new business. Request for approval of resolution 2205-15. We gotta wait on that one. Number 8, request for acceptance and approval of proposed engineering costs through the construction phase of the above work in the amount of $106,225. That is for the sewer along the river. We're very close to getting this loan. We had to put an ad in the paper that raised it up a bit because they were of the security, or they didn't feel that all the other bids that have been coming in through other engineers have been too low, and then they have to start all over again. This is too expensive for us to do twice. So we raised it from 3.3 million to 4 million, but it won't be anywhere near that. We just have to make it in writing for that reason, and we asked them, in order to complete the loan, they wanted a proposed engineering cost. They have done everything up until now. This would be the cost to do the construction phase part of the work. So, but it's $106,000. So we need a motion to approve and accept the approval of the $106,225 for engineering costs for this. Do we have a motion to that effect?
No motion.
Did you say yes?
Yes.
Okay, I can't read your lips.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. All right, we have a second?
So if the loan don't go through, this is just a
Formality.
formality. I'll
Yeah,
second it.
I asked that question, and they're probably tired of hearing that every time now. If this is commit me any further, do I gotta make sure that, but, this is for real, so. All right, we have a motion and a second.
I knew the answer, but I thought I better make the question.
That's a good way to keep the public informed, yes.
Yes, I'll make the second.
All right, all in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes,
Tom?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
Sherry? Yes.
motion carried. Thank you again. We have some information in your packet. I don't believe there's anything we have to take care of as far as action. It's from Barb Schutt. It's the L4029 form, and it's quite lengthy. It's just it's all the stuff that she's done for this 2022 tax season. It's the new millage rate. They're again rolling back to Headley. So the 2021 rate was .689, which is a reduction of .082. So, and I think that's all you need. Receive and file, I guess, is a good way to do that. So somebody want to make that motion to receive and file? I'll make that motion to receive and file. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All right, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carried. Thank you very much on that one. All right, let's go to, what else we got here? The bids for the gravel. The letter that we got from the road commission was kind of surprising, but it's to all townships. We are all aware that we're living in an interesting time. Inflation is affecting everyone, private individuals, businesses, and government agencies. A recent instance will have a direct impact on the 2022 annual stone haul. Ours amounts to about, I think it's $62,000. I hope it doesn't go up too much more. The stone suppliers have been informed by shipping companies that a fuel surcharge will be added to their costs. I've spoken with the two dock operators that were awarded this year's bids, as well as the trucking company operator, and shared their concerns with the Board of Commissioners at their April 5th meeting. After due consideration, the Road Commission Board determined that it would be in the best interest of the townships to rebid the stone and trucking contracts. So they're starting all over again. The new bids will be presented at the April 19th Road Commission Board meeting for approval, and the townships will be informed of the new figures. We are aware that some of you have already approved and signed work orders for this year's haul. If after reviewing the new information with your foreman, you determine your current work needs to be altered, your foreman will provide you with a change order for your approval. As always, your foreman will work with you. We understand any frustration you may feel, but please know that the Road Commission is making every effort to ensure the best possible outcome for the townships, not only this year, but in years to come. We will keep you apprised of any further updates, and that was signed by the County Board of Commissioners, and it was signed by Kirk Weston. He's the managing director. So, that's what we're up against now. I had them get us the paperwork because I try to get, the faster they get the stuff, the sooner they can schedule us. And I like to be on that end of it instead of the one in September. So, but we're going to start all over again. So we'll keep you informed of that one as it comes together. I guess that's all I need to say. Is there anybody else got anything else to say? I'm thinking we have any public comments from anyone in the audience? If you go up to the microphone, yep, please, sir. State your name and address and smile pretty for the camera.
Yeah, hi, I'm Mike Warswick and 7525 River Road, and I'm concerned about the 7503 property. I'm not clear, what's your next step? I thought that was all settled. I thought he had to the house had to be tore down.
No, we hadn't gotten that far yet. What we were working on is trying to preserve that wall, that seawall, before we were dumping half our township into when the ice went out. I was concerned that was going to be a problem. They fixed that finally. They were a
So
month late, but
I'm unclear, what you guys decided today to do? What was,
to proceed with the attorney and have her start proceedings. We have to notify him, his attorney, to do
All
this. Once you get lawyers involved, I'm done talking to people. I can't, they won't let me talk to them
all
anymore,
right,
so.
because I've lived there since the mid-seventies, and the house has been abandoned most of the time, you know?
Yep, it has. Well,
And-
what happened was when we took the owner to court the first time, just as we were about to settle with that guy, he went and sold it on a land contract to this guy. All right, well, the judge says if you continue to meet the expectations of what this guy originally agreed to but didn't sign yet, will you sign it, we'll hold you responsible. Well, he signed it, but then we never saw him again.
Yeah, I
So-
know he made several years ago, he made some very small improvements, like you put windows in, but that's all he ever did, you know?
Yeah.
And,
Well,
you know,
his basement is full of pea stone and full of water. Now, normally you don't have to worry about pea stone freezing.
all right,
But I think when the ice went out and the water come up, when the water came up so high there and took out the rest of the seawall, he
Yeah.
got too close to his foundation, and I think he's got some work that can't be done
all
without
right. I don't,
starting all over again.
that basement's been full of water for years, man,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and we've walked around it, and the footing's been cracked for
Yeah,
many years,
there's
too.
4 or 5
so-
places that are cracked now
Yeah,
since,
yeah.
since the seawall went out, so.
All right,
So that's what we're doing, just, all I can tell you is just
All right.
keep watching our agenda because
I'm a
they'll
little
be
disappointed, but I
disappointed.
wish it was moving faster, I thought,
You ever try to
thought-
get the government to do anything in a hurry? You should see how frustrated I am most of the time.
all right.
I can't get lawyers to, you give them letters to go ahead and do their next step, well, then they want to talk to you about it.
I know it's gotta be done legally, so,
Yeah, it does have to be done legally,
all right,
but
thank you.
things don't move as fast as I'd like them to, I'm sorry. And Deb,
I'm asking for the board's help on this.
name and address, please.
Debbie Thompson, 917 Bruce Street. It's become, that whole street has become a junkyard. I mean, any of you can drive down, and I'm sure the men that read the meters have seen it. It's horrible. It is horrible. I'm asking for your help.
What do you want?
I mean, drive by there, take a look at it. I mean, there's probably 4 places that if you drove by there, you'd want to do something.
It's
Do
mostly
you
just-
gentlemen read, any of you gentlemen read the meters?
Yeah.
Have you drove by there?
Yeah.
Isn't it awful? It's awful,
Okay,
awful.
well, we have to start with names and addresses, of course.
I don't know their names.
If you can give me a house number, I can look it up in the record, but we need to,
909 Bruce Street. I mean, that gentleman has vehicles that are abandoned. I don't even think there's lawn there. I don't even know if it's oil or gas or what it is.
and
You
there's
can't even
4?
see the lawn, pardon?
There's 4 houses, you say?
And then one is 921 Bruce Street, boats that don't run, vehicles that sit there. I don't know. And then up the hill, I don't know that address, I don't know that address. It's a trailer that I don't even know how people live in it. It's covered with tarps everywhere.
It's a house trailer?
Yeah, it's probably from the 60s, maybe the 50s.
Is someone living in it?
I don't think they live in it. They just put
Is there a-
garbage
is there a
there.
water meter there?
That was just, somebody just bought that trailer.
Oh,
No, not the one on the end,
No, the second one.
where the garbage is all
Yeah,
or
yeah.
collectible, or Sheeny Man, whatever they call them, I don't know.
Yeah, that just changed hands.
Yeah, all they do is collect a lot of trailers and truckfuls of washers, dryers.
Just change hands, maybe he'll be cleaning it up shortly,
No,
but
he actually had stuff to it.
it's, oh no.
And then at the end of Bruce Street, across on King Road, I mean, it's okay that, I'm not complaining about his business stuff, put a fence up. The county's ditch, he just dumped huge tree stumps in there, so we have water problems and the ditches don't flow. Asphalt, piles of asphalt. It's just, I don't
Who's
even want to
that
live,
guy?
I don't
You
even
know-
want to live there anymore.
you got his name? You know who it is we're talking about?
Oh,
Jay Polsky.
oh, yeah, okay. It's terrible. I've been there almost 30 years, and it's went right to,
I think it's 1131 Bruce.
what is it?
1131 Bruce.
That trailer?
Yeah, second one.
Okay, yeah. It's just awful. Been there 30 years, and I want to put my house up and move. And I'm the 4th generation in that house. I put a lot of money in my house. It's clean, it's neat. It's awful. It's just awful. So I'm begging for you guys just to ride down there and do something. It's terrible.
We'll take her under advisement. Tell me this, Jay Falsky, doesn't he live on Chartier?
But I think it's Cottrellville's property there. I'm not for certain. I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
but is that the address? Because you said it was on Bruce Street.
Which one are we talking about now?
Jay Falsky.
He's, yeah. He's right.
He's on Chartier,
Does he live on Chartier?
yes.
Is that Jerry Hart's old house?
No.
He lives in one of his apartments.
It's the apartment
It's
buildings.
right behind his apartment complex. It's
Okay.
where all the stuff is.
So it's the apartment building you're complaining
Oh,
about?
that's Marine City.
Yeah, the apartment building is.
Across the street from
Yes.
La Bruce, that's actually Marine City.
That is, okay.
Is it Marine City? Oh my God, that's terrible. Yeah, because the county just cleaned them ditches not too long ago, and I'll call Marine City on that. That is terrible. It is terrible.
All that stuff that's parked behind his apartment building there off in
Yes.
King is Falsky's mess?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But the problem with all those stumps in the ditches, the county just cleaned all those like 2 or 3 years ago. Now all the water's backed up because you put stumps in the ditches. It's like, this isn't a dumping ground.
Okay.
You know,
Thank
some
you.
people keep their houses up over there, but if it continues like that, you know, I don't want to have to be forced to move because this is what it is. Someone told me to call the
No, 'cause you
DNR
finally
on,
got your place just the way you want it.
pardon?
You finally got your place just the way you want it.
But I don't want, it's awful, awful.
All right,
It's
let me,
continuing into the front yards.
Let me get past some of the sewer work, and then once we get,
Please do,
let me try and
please,
dig up some stuff on it. Okay?
please, yes,
Thank you, Debbie. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
My name's Daniel Bruce, I'm at 685 McKinley Road.
Yes.
I was just looking for a little bit more information, kind of new to the neighborhood on the water
Didn't I call you
project.
back?
Yeah, we did talk, I was
Okay.
just,
All right.
just
I
wanted
thought
to
I
be-
saw your name in my list, and I thought I took care of you, but what else can I
Sure.
help you with?
I guess, I was just looking for like a timeline and kind of like generally what the next steps of the process are.
For this water line?
Yes.
It usually takes about a year now that we're at this point.
Is that to break ground or is that to like finish and
No, that's
turn
to
on?
have you be able to hook up.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's,
it goes pretty
Ready.
fast after we get,
so are we looking sometime
I'm
this?
gonna make you hurry. Okay?
Sometime maybe this summer, we have like a price and like a timeline of when the ground will be
We will have the
breaking.
price by the time you go to probably the next meeting. On
Okay.
May 11th.
So you guys are gonna,
What Barbara will do is take everyone's parcel after we get a firm figure from the engineer. And then
Sure.
she divides it up and we come together with a per foot price plus a flat price. Now, just for an example, in 2008 and 2009, there was a flat price of 4,000 per parcel. Didn't
Yeah.
matter if you had a 100-foot lot or a 1,300-foot lot.
Yeah.
Or if you had 1 acre parcel or a 100 square foot parcel or a 100 acre parcel. Everybody paid the same flat rate, and then there was so much per foot, and that was around $20 a foot, a lineal foot.
okay,
So-
so the frontage of your
Yep, and
property.
you add them all together for that, and
Yeah.
then the total comes out of what they estimate this to be. You'll pay 1/20 of it every year for 20 years.
Is there like an interest on it? We're taking a
Yes.
bond, 20-year,
Yep, there'll be an
Bond.
interest rate, we haven't got that yet, but it's,
is it,
what's our interest rate on the sewer?
On the sewer loan, that's a result of an revolving fund loan that we're under 2% of.
Yeah, it's under
so
2%.
is that something that's locked in at this point? I know
Well, it
interest
will be
rates-
eventually, it's not yet, but
Okay.
once we get the bond,
Yeah.
we will,
I know
yes.
under the current market, that's
depends
changing
on-
very
yeah.
quickly. I know I just purchased my home, I was close to 2% on my mortgage, and now it's over 5. So,
Is it really gone up that quick?
yeah,
Thought it was
so
around
I'm
3.5.
just a little curious. It's a moving target right now, and just would like to.
It is a moving target, but we're gonna try and lock it in as quick as we can.
Yeah,
We usually borrow the money from like, rural water, isn't it?
There's a lot of competition out there for the revolving fund loans now, so bond might be our best bet at that point.
This is Chris Hilton, and he's our DPW superintendent.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
And this is his number one, and he's our number one gopher. He does
Top man.
everything. Anything that goes wrong, that man, he fixes it.
Nice to meet you, number one.
So. Well, we can't give him any more money, so we're just gonna give him titles, okay?
So next meeting, we'll have an idea of what the cost is, and then.
Yeah, the gentleman he was supposed to be here for the sewer today, and I don't know if he got lost or, but I didn't get any message, so, but, if it makes you feel better, we'll have somebody that will be able to explain that to you,
Okay.
but.
Yeah.
But we'll send you out I think you left us your email address too, didn't you?
Yeah, and
It's a little faster to send stuff out, quicker like that,
absolutely.
because
And,
the treasurer has a fit when I send out letters, and I send out like 38 of them at a time, and that's what I did for this street, because it bothered me that the guy quit, on a
Yeah.
shortcut, and I wanted to make sure that, that everybody had the right of choice, whether they want water or not. If they tell me no, that's fine too, but I want to know
Right.
that they know what was going on.
so is the process of verifying signatures, you're part of that along with the
The
appraiser?
assessor's already done that
For the
part.
assessor?
Yeah, she's checked the signatures, she's checked the property description, she knows all the frontages, she knows all the complete square foot area of the parcel that you have.
Okay.
And
Is
then-
any of that information public, or,
Yeah, we can probably get it to you. Where do you want me to send it?
you can send it to my first and last name, it's Daniel Bruce, 44@gmail.com.
You just wanna give them a hard copy now, your eggs? You just wanna give them a hard copy now?
That's not it,
Oh, that's not it.
no. The one that she gave me was, I don't know if she gave it to me. I know she gave me the, let me get it for you.
Thank you,
And
appreciate
anyone
it.
else that wants it, just call me.
And you mentioned a sewer, I guess I was unaware of that project, is that running down River Road, you said?
Yeah, we have a sewer down River Road, but it's been not very well maintained.
Oh, it just
And
needs to
now
be
we got-
fixed.
It's just a rehab, it's a rehab project.
We're
Great,
just fixing it.
okay.
We had
And-
5 manholes there, 5 pump stations, and they haven't been touched in years. And they're only supposed to last, what, 25 years? 35 years? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're shooting 50,
Yeah,
so they need a lot of work, so,
okay.
and nothing's getting cheaper.
No,
And we can't get parts for the stuff we have. It's like,
Yeah, it's the seventies.
yeah,
Put it in the seventies.
I'm thinking I'm in the Terminator mode, that everything's going to,
I wonder where this is all gonna land, if we're gonna backtrack, or if we're just gonna keep roaring forward with prices, or,
I don't
but
know.
we have another project on Lausanne Road is that tied in with the water project in?
They're 2 different streets, but they were circulated by 2 different people. However, the other one, I don't think there's hardly any water on Lausanne, is there?
Yeah.
It's poor
Okay.
water, isn't it?
And is that being tied in the same project now, or is
Well,
that?
they're gonna be one water district, but they're not hooked together.
Right,
They're-
just,
they're
I
on
guess when the
different
bid
locations.
happens, it'll
Yeah.
all be tied
Yeah.
in as
Yeah, see, you get a better deal from the contractors if the job's,
more feet you run,
Yeah.
cheaper it gets per
a little
foot.
cheaper.
Yeah, makes sense, okay.
So that's why I was trying to open up the rest of this too, but,
Well, on Marsh?
right here on Shortcut.
Okay, yeah, I see. So from here to, I guess, is McKinley?
McKinley, it's going to McKinley.
And it looks like there's water on the south side of Shortcut? Is it-
Well, right there at the corner,
Okay.
Just shy of one.
yeah.
So is that gonna be connecting to that
Yeah,
portion?
looped.
Yeah.
So it'll be a connection at Starville and Shortcut,
Yeah,
Shortcut and McKinley and Markle?
I'd like it to run right here to Marsh, then it can run either way
Yeah.
that way.
Okay. And how would that impact, your appraised value of homes and that? Is that something that will?
Well, city water is always better than a well water, because your well always runs dry eventually. You gotta put another
Right.
one down after so. It's like putting a new roof on your house, you know?
Is there like a standard, value that's placed on, you know, property that becomes city water versus well water once it's been, let's say I
You
get
mean,
water
does it go up
installed
in
at my
value?
house?
It just makes it easier to sell. It really doesn't have a monetary value
Got it, okay.
to you, but it does make it easier to sell, because some of that water on Shortcut is full of, smells like sulfur, it's got
Yeah.
salt, it's got, you know, an odor and it's just not good.
Skunky.
Yeah, sometimes, I had one woman tell me she goes through a wash machine probably every 3 years,
Yeah,
and the clothes come out dirtier than they went in, so that's not good.
yeah, you might as well put it in
So.
your pond in the backyard. Okay,
Get your scrub board out.
all right, well, thank you, I appreciate the information. It's-
You're welcome. Anybody else got any questions?
That federal money, I haven't heard anything about that lately. Are we getting a generator for here from that federal
I
Biden
got a
money?
whole honeydew list that I wanna get, yeah, we're
Okay.
working on that too.
Okay, I was just
Lynn is
curious.
helping us,
Oh, cool.
so she should have something together. We got a meeting with the accountant one day next week. They're gonna help us fill out the rest of that paperwork, because
We gotta be
it's
getting towards the deadline anyway.
right at the end of the month, we have to have a,
Plan submitted.
I have no trouble spending the money, I just have to get the paperwork straight. I got all kinds of ideas of spending it, that, you know, that we just don't have the money to buy outright, so we might as well use it on something on your wish list.
Absolutely.
So, but, it's coming. But Lynn is helping us with that.
Okay.
She's worth her weight in gold, that woman. Okay, anybody else got anything? If not, I'll take a motion to adjourn
I'll motion.
at 8:08 PM.
I'll second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Thank you, everyone.